Go for it.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the TMZ Podcast Afternoon Edition. I'm Eric Wilson, filling in for Branson.
And I'm Antonio Smith, or Tony, filling in for whoever. I don't know.
Whoever. That's what I usually say. We got a new duo on.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we've had a lot of new duos.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
Give everyone some time, a little rotation.
Yeah, man.
Give the audience fresh faces.
Yes,
See how these dynamics work. See if we just box Branson and Devin out.
I don't know if he would like that necessarily.
We'll see. We'll see how the audience feels.
Yeah.
We got some good stories for you guys today. A mix of happy and sad. That's kind of the TMZ brand here.
Yeah, especially given today's circumstances with Iran and just the world in general.
Yeah, we're not going to touch that.
We're not. Definitely not, guys. We're taking a break from that.
You don't need to hear about that from us.
Yes.
But we do have some stories that you should definitely hear from us. We're going to start with one that kind of really was one of our biggest stories over the weekend. This Jim Carrey conspiracy theory that's going around.
I got a take on this, man. And I don't understand the outrage or conspiracy theory angle to it, but we'll get into it.
I gotta be honest, I totally understand it. I'm not a conspiracy theorist myself.
Me neither.
But
this one
I first saw these photos and the video. So for me, it's okay. So we're talking about Jim Carrey. He was on Friday, was it?
Yes, it was Friday.
He was at the César Awards in Paris, where he accepted an award that he's known about since the summer. So he's prepared. He's come into this event. He brought his whole family with him: his partner, his daughter, his grandson, his publicist, and 12 close friends and family members.
Okay.
So I mean, if Jim's the clone, who are the rest of these? Cohort of people.
So that's a conspiracy theory, right? Everybody's saying this guy. So actually, I'm going to put up a old picture of Jim Carrey when he was doing The Mask and Ace Ventura and all that stuff. So I'm going to put that up right now.
So the speculation came from Jim's appearance looking kind of different. Is this the photo they're seeing?
Yeah, this is the photo.
Looking a little different from what he normally looks like. Now, I will say, side by side here,
he's the same.
Not that dramatic.
Yeah, it's really not.
However, there were a few photos, a few angles that made him look
different.
Like a possible clone, I guess you could say. For me, honestly, it wasn't the photos or his look. Like, clearly what we got here is a man in his, almost 60, got to be in the 60s, right?
Yeah.
Who got a little work done before a big, lifetime
You think so?
sort of award. There's some Botox working. That's the other photo.
We're not seeing it now. Okay.
Okay, who is that man?
He looks the same. Guys, we're showing a different photo now, but I don't have that. But anyway,
that photo, it's close up.
He looks the same.
Smile. So for me, it's not so much how he looks. He's maybe got a little Botox in his forehead, maybe his eye. I can't pinpoint where the work has been done, but it does appear, if I had to guess, a little maybe a little Botox hit before the big award ceremony. For me, though, it's his conversation and his interview he had with a Vanity Fair correspondent on the red carpet.
What did he say then?
He was just, and this is going to sound so bad, but he was just so happy to be there. And I just feel like over the last few years, Jim Carrey has been wild on the red carpet.
Yes.
Saying stuff that like, oh, wow, this is like talking about how he's going to, be replaced, which fed into the conspiracies.
Okay.
Talking about how he kind of has a weird feeling about Hollywood now, going into it and all that kind of stuff. So
I did see those clips, but like as far as
the fact that he was just so happy, he went out of his way to learn French for the speech.
Oh, really?
He was just very subdued. It didn't feel like Jim Carrey in those interviews. The photos are one thing, the side by side again, I do feel is a little closer to the photos that were kind of floating around.
Yeah.
But those photos that are floating around are real.
Yeah. I mean, dude, in my opinion, I don't see it. If they're going to say he's cloned, and I get your point where he say I could see why you say he had work done. Yeah. But like, everyone say clone, he just looks he's older.
If anyone in Hollywood was to be cloned, I feel like it would be Jim Carrey.
You think so?
Adding to the speculation, makeup artist Alexis Stone fueled it this weekend by posting on Instagram Alexis Stone as Jim Carrey in Paris, alongside a photo of a latex mask and fake teeth, and the mask was in the shape of Jim Carrey's face.
Interesting.
So that added to it as well. They're like, okay, well, is Alexis, she's had some crazy outfits over the years. She's impersonated some people. So they were like, oh, well, maybe this was the situation. And it's clearly not a mask. I was more into the cloning thing. personally, but yeah. So we're here to debunk this.
Yeah, his publicist is debunking it.
Yeah. So exclusive to TMZ, the publicist for Jim Carrey says pretty flat out, Jim Carrey attended the César Awards where he accepted his honorary César Award.
Yeah.
End of statement.
End of statement.
So she was obviously there. His family was there.
No clones, guys. Sorry to let you down.
If you believe publicists, then he was not cloned.
Yeah. I mean, even if he was, I think, to me, he just looks like he's older in this, and I don't see, like, if he was an exact, like, replica of his 2000 self, or he looked like younger, then I could see. But, like, if we're putting up this side by side,
you're into reverse cloning. It's like,
I guess, yes.
If you're gonna clone someone, you want them at their peak.
Yeah,
you want,
exactly.
You want late 90s, early 2000s.
Exactly.
Jim Carrey. You want the funny guy doing, pratfalls.
Yes.
You want that guy.
I would buy into that if that was the case, but I just don't. You're
not going to clone someone just to make them old.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Barbara Streisand didn't clone her dog and make it old again. You know what I mean? She cloned her dog. You believe that? That's crazy.
Did she? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, I did hear about that.
Do you have a favorite Jim Carrey movie?
The Mask, by far. Yeah, that's my favorite.
The Mask was the first movie I ever saw in theaters.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah,
4th or 5th birthday.
I've seen that movie so many times, dude. It's a classic, dude. I haven't seen it. Guys, don't roast me for this. Not seen Ace Ventura, and I've seen parts of it, but I'm just like,
I haven't seen it in a while. I wonder if it holds up. I feel like it could go either way.
I think God Almighty. He was in God Almighty, right?
Evan Almighty.
Evan Almighty.
Bruce Almighty, and then he was Bruce Almighty.
Yes.
And then the sequel was Evan Almighty with Steve Carell.
I seen Bruce Almighty.
Yes, that's one he's in.
Yeah. So
that tracks. Yeah, so that's that on the Jim Carrey situation, if you believe it.
Yeah, I think so.
You want to still fuel some conspiracy, so we'll let you be the judge.
So we got some sad news, unfortunately.
Yeah, some definitely somber news. We don't have any major updates in the Nancy Guthrie abduction case, but we did have a really, I don't know, I guess somber moment, but like powerful moment maybe is the better word for it today. Savannah, her sister Annie, and Annie's husband Tommaso visited the memorial that has been set up outside of Nancy's house in Tucson there.
Yeah, we're throwing up the photo now.
Yeah, you see this photo on the screen. Savannah, I think, took that photo and posted of all the flowers and the messages outside the home. Obviously, Savannah and the family is still holding out hope, but this was the first time that as a unit, and I think for all three of them, the first time, period, that they visited the memorial outside of the house. Yeah,
I mean, like you were saying, it's a somber situation, and really just trying to, you just got to hold out hope that they find her. And
and
it's just, we don't have, like you said, we don't have any major updates other than, and you obviously, like, they're going to the memorials,
Yeah.
I think what they should, Yeah.
And Savannah posted the flowers, and she said, "Please don't stop praying and hoping with us. Bring her home." Obviously, they're still holding out hope, as are we. This is an insane case. We hope for the best, or at least for closure and peace for the family. They were a united front. When they went to the memorial, they were arm in arm, arms around each other, all three of them. So it was, again, a very powerful moment, and no other real updates.
So as far as her coming back to the Today Show, there's no decision on that, correct? Yeah.
Correct, yeah. From what we're hearing, it's in Savannah's court.
Okay.
And NBC is very open and welcoming to whatever decision she wants to make, whether she wants to come back, take some time off, or just leave the show. I doubt she's going to just leave. But this is going to take some time. I mean, especially if there's no recovery of her body, or she doesn't show up or anything like that. That's going to weigh on somebody if, just not knowing what happened to your mom or anything like that.
And if she does make the decision to come back, obviously she's going to have to, you would think she would address it. So you're just wondering, like, how that whole situation would play out. And obviously she's going to take the time she needs, and she should.
Yeah.
So
we'll give you some more updates as they come in. But as of right now, things are quiet outside of the Guthrie house.
It's unfortunately no major updates, but sad situation. All right, this went viral earlier, and I want to get your take on that. Yeah, we're gonna end on a lighter note, guys, and we're gonna start with a viral McDonald's video. So before we get into this, what is the best fast food burger you would say, Eric?
Well, Tony, not to get dragged and not to think that I'm make people think I'm immediately lying based on my appearance, but I've never had a burger.
Oh, okay. Well, what'd you say is the best fast food, like the McDonald's, the Taco Bell? I was gonna say Taco Bells.
I'm a McDonald's girly.
Yeah.
I like McDonald's. I like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A.
I like KFC. Look, I'm still raised on fast food. You don't get this physique without having some fast food options. And I won't kick a good option out of bed.
Burger wise, I'll go In-N-Out. Fast food wise, if you consider Chick-fil-A, I think that's like not fast food, but it's like not higher tier, not like gourmet fast food. That's an oxymoron, but like I don't know. If you consider it fast food, I think it's the best one. But anyways, So this is the McDonald's CEO. His name is Chris Kempczynski, and he's being roasted online for this taste test video, which we're about to play right now.
And this is the new Big Arch burger.
Yes.
That's a big bite. Pause it right there. Yeah, that's not a big bite, my friend.
Yeah, so he's getting torched online for that because people are saying he's barely taken a bite out of it, and he's like, "Oh, it's so good." And this is the like you were saying, this is the new Big Arch burger that they're rolling out nationwide, and everybody's like, "Dude, so you're the CEO of the company, but you're barely taking a bite out of it, and you're saying, oh, it's this next big thing."
It's funny. People are pointing out that there's a moment where he's like, "Oh, there's onions in this too." And I feel like maybe he doesn't like onions, and that's the moment where he was like, I can't commit to a full bite. I didn't know there were onions in this thing.
Another thing I saw people were saying online is a lot of people have a problem with him calling the burger a product and not food. I guess that's the ultra like, oh, this is our, like I don't know how to
look,
describe
they even
it,
put trademark in the caption.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing about McDonald's is they're gonna market their product,
and I can understand
keep their brand safe.
Yeah, I can understand like from the marketing aspect of it, but I do understand the fact that people are calling it he's calling it a product is sort of off-putting. It's like genetically made in a lab or something like that. You don't know what you're ingesting. Eat this exactly. Yes.
Product.
And
no, I feel you.
Can
we go back to the bite real quick?
Yes. Hold on.
Because I was rewatching it. The bite almost looks AI, and then his mouth is wiped in the next shot because he has a little crumb on his lip. I've watched this video way too closely. I don't know. Maybe it's just so weird.
Yeah, it's kind of.
That is, regardless, it's a weak bite. It's a weak bite.
It is a weak bite. It's not a good way. That's not a good first impression for me, especially Big Macs. I've never had a Big Mac before. I've had their chicken sandwich before. Do better.
He does do other videos that he's posted, him trying other burgers, and I will give him credit. In that other burger, there was a much bigger bite. The chicken tenders he tried as well, and he bit those normally. I think he saw something in this burger that was like, ooh, I don't actually like those, and kind of bailed last minute.
Yeah, I mean.
But if you're the CEO of McDonald's, sorry, you got to.
Yeah, you got to sell that.
You're
dude.
getting
he
what,
definitely didn't sell it.
$1 billion a year as a paycheck. Eat the burger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even me as a picky eater, I would eat the burger.
Yeah.
CEO of McDonald's getting paid.
Yeah.
Siri, how much does the CEO of McDonald's get paid?
How much?
$20 million per year.
Oh my gosh.
That's $20 million. I will eat a burger.
Yeah, definitely.
Gladly.
Even if he doesn't sell it. All right, so let's get to your comments, guys. As far as the Jim Carrey story, Mary Brown says, I think it is Jim. He has just gotten older. Yeah, I think again, I usually when a conspiracy theory is put out there, I like to think about it. I don't think this one had any credence as far as cloning goes. It was not.
You think he'll do like what Kylie did though and admit to what plastic surgery he got done? If any.
Yeah, if any.
Is Botox plastic surgery?
I guess, yeah. But I mean, everybody does Botox. Sure. So I mean, yeah.
Not us. We stay young.
Let's see. What else do we have here? Somebody's bringing up Dumb and Dumber as their favorite Jim Carrey movie. I haven't seen it. People, don't roast me, please. I haven't seen it.
Here's a fun Dumb and Dumber fact. The initial idea for Dumb and Dumber, John Hughes.
Really?
And then he gave it to the Farrelly brothers, I believe.
Interesting.
Is how that, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that's John Hughes was the original idea for it, and then the Farrelly brothers kind of made it more of what it is. But yeah.
Okay. Somebody says, Roger says, can we clone Eric and Tony?
Roger who? Our Roger?
I don't know. I'll leave that up to I'll leave
Get
that
out
up
of here,
to
Roger.
conversation. Somebody else says, has no one watched Man on the Moon? This is ridiculous. It is Jim.
Oh,
it's a Man on the Moon.
Man on the Moon is, I think, my favorite Jim Carrey movie. Man on the Moon? Yeah, probably Man on the Moon. It's the Andy Kaufman biopic. He plays Andy Kaufman, who was I don't know how you want to describe him as a comedian, but he was very off the wall and eccentric, and he actually had his friend fake him appearing after he died, and then Jim Carrey was one of the big movies where he first really committed, and what is it called?
Like method actor?
Yeah. Method acted, and like really like that was his first time. People were like, oh, he's was this one of his first more serious roles after Truman Show? Was it before or after Truman Show?
Yeah.
Another great movie. Man on the Moon is great though. So yeah, he's definitely a master of disguise. Master of disguise. Not Jim Carrey, Dana Carvey, but also a great movie.
Good to know. Somebody else is pointing. This is the last comment for Jim. Is there anything to explain why did his eyes change color? Just subtract the face and hair thing out of the equation, and anyone can get plastic surgery at the end of the day. Again, I mean,
bringing up the eye thing, but I don't see it.
Guys, we'll put it up one more time before we get out of here. Again,
someone asked me about the eye thing today in the office, and I just did not see it. So,
Sam, yeah. I think let's see here. We're pulling it up now, guys. I mean. Gosh, we're really looking into this. I think that's the light, dude. I think it's
a very green, maybe a hazel.
Yeah. No clone.
I don't see a different color.
Yeah, me neither. I don't see anything to that. Well,
these are not the clones you're looking for.
No. Star Wars reference.
Hey, you like that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're on a movie.
I just watched the Star Wars all 9 movies recently, like 2 years ago for the first time.
Wow.
Great movies. All right, Eric, this was fun.
This was great, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah.
And thanks for joining the TMZ Podcast Afternoon Edition. We will see you guys tomorrow.